Can a cheater change? I was listening to two friends of mine debating this very question. Of course, as you know, I am a relationship coach for Happily Committed, and I've made it my life to help individuals, good individuals, who are willing to put in the work, get back together and reconnect after an act of infidelity has occurred. Unfortunately, cheating is way too prominent in our society. And oftentimes, just because someone has cheated doesn't mean that you no longer have feelings for them. But you're also not trying to get hurt again. And so balancing this notion of protecting your heart and yourself while at the same time trying to see if a relationship is still possible becomes challenging. This is where I come in. And in this video, I wanted to touch on this topic that my friends were debating just a few days ago. Can a cheater change? It would be very interesting for me to also hear from you, to learn from your insights, your perspective, and what you've learned. So please put your answers in the comment section of this video to let me know if you believe that a cheater can change. What I've learned along the way is that every human being has the capacity to change. We have this inherent capacity to continuously change, to evolve, and to grow. However, we need to be nurturing the right habits, to be in the right mindset, and to really give ourselves time to cultivate positive forces and influences in order to not fall into these negative trappings of the ego that leads to infidelity. Life is about transformation and growth. And so the short answer is that yes, a cheater can change. The right answer is, will he change? And based on my experience, a lot of that depends on what happens in the immediate aftermath of the infidelity. Are you willing to take a step back and to give this person the time and the space to understand the consequences of their actions? Are you willing to rebuild this relationship the right way, to give it the time and effort that it needs to be able to not just put back the pieces, but actually rebuild a stronger bond? Do you have the tools? Are you equipped to be able to manage your own fears, insecurities, frustrations, and triggers? And very important, are you going to be able to move past the hurt? If you're willing to move past the hurt, and if your significant other has used this crisis as an opportunity to really transform themselves, to really learn from this experience, if they're willing to put in the work, of course, not only can they change, but they will change. But there are some things that you can do to help them change, to help ensure that you're not going to let them hurt you again. And that's also what I want to explore in this video. Cheating is not okay. And I don't want to come off as if I was condoning or making excuses for this type of behavior. Actually, I have a responsibility to protect every individual that trusts in us to make sure that they're not going to put themselves in a position to be hurt again. But I also understand that sometimes love is messy. Good people can make mistakes. And amazing opportunities can come from those mistakes as well. But let's make sure that the person that you are fighting for is worth it. Let's make sure that they are not trying to take advantage of you or only to boost their ego. And so are we talking about a one-time act? Or are we talking about a pattern of behavior? Very important for you to ask yourself these questions when you're considering whether this person can change or not. Was it a one-time thing? Or did they cheat on you repeatedly with the same person over a very long period of time? Did they cheat on you with multiple people over a period of time? And if indeed it is a pattern, how are they justifying it? How are they explaining that? Are they taking full responsibility? Are they willing to do the work? And are they willing to give you the time and the space that you need to figure out what it is in your best interest and what it is that you want? Are they making it all about them? Are they guilt tripping you? This is very important for you to assess, to see whether indeed this person that you love can change. Have you witnessed certain negative behaviors over a long period of time? And similarly, looking ahead, are you seeing consistent change in their actions and their behavior? Are they able to show remorse and a willingness to change over time? In the aftermath of an act of cheating, it's very easy for someone to feel remorse. They got caught, they're ashamed, they're embarrassed, they understand the consequences of their actions, and they may say the right things. But does this new sense of self-awareness lead to a shift in their actions, a shift in their behaviors, a shift in the way that they treat you and how they prioritize you and the relationship? This is a critical sign to figure out whether someone will cheat again or not. You also have to see how they behave. Are they really taking responsibility and accountability for their actions? Or are they blaming you? Are they lying and trying to cover their tracks? You need to hold yourself accountable in order to hold them accountable. So despite the fact that you love them, despite the fact that you're afraid of losing them, despite the fact that you may feel like it's your fault or guilty, even if it isn't, it's important to hold them accountable and to give them an opportunity to prove the integrity of their character and who they are. Ultimately, though, the most critical aspect in order to rebuild a healthy relationship will be your ability to learn to draw boundaries and not compromise during the healing process. This is essential for your sake, for your sense of well-being and happiness, but it's also one way to make sure that you are holding them accountable, to make sure that they won't repeat the same mistakes again. I talk about this in depth in my video, 11 strategies to repair your relationship after someone cheats. In that video, I give you proven actions that couples have taken in order to rebuild healthy love after cheating. This video is accessible in the link below, and it is my gift to you. It is way more in depth than all of the videos that you will see on this channel, and it's going to give you actionable items for you to take steps forward in your desire to rebuild your relationship. Ultimately, I want you to repair your relationship for the right reasons. I want to support you in that process, and I want to make sure that you know that it's worth it, that this person is worth it, that your love is different, and that you believe in your ability to create a better relationship together. And I know that this video will help you tremendously to get there. So ultimately, though, it's about seeing a change in their behavior, seeing a renewed sense of commitment, and seeing consistency on their end. And that can take time. It can take many, many, many weeks, months, or even years to fully heal from infidelity. But a lot of it depends on what you do, how you approach it, and having the right tools to heal, to communicate, and to rebuild trust is key. So that's why I created this very special course on how to overcome infidelity, to help you have the tools that you need to be able to communicate the right way, to be able to help you heal and process what has happened, and ultimately to give you the support that you need to learn to trust each other again. This course can change your life and the way that you will be able to bounce back after an act of infidelity. And if you're serious about rebuilding a relationship with this person that you love, I highly recommend that you check it out. I want you to be able to work on your ability to forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive the person that has committed this act of cheating. And forgiveness is a choice. And forgiveness is a quality of the heart that you can choose to develop. And ultimately, it should not be just forgiving them blindly. It's forgiving them to alleviate yourself of certain negative emotions and guilt, and also forgiving them because they have earned it, because they have shown a willingness to change, to grow, and to transform. We just need to make sure that you are valuing yourself and that you are not with someone who is pressuring, forcing, guilt-tripping you into being together, and that you're not with someone who's forcing you to compromise your values. We will not chase a cheater. We will not try to prove to them your worth. You are worthy. They need to prove to you that they can earn your trust again. And no one can judge you for the choices that you're going to make in love. You know you're fighting the good fight. You know why you're doing this, why you're willing to give them another chance. You believe that this is the right person for you and that this relationship is special, and something within you tells you that it's worth fighting for. So I urge you to continue to be strong. You deserve it. Just do everything that you can to maximize your chances of success. Don't cut corners. Get all the resources and the help that you need. And we are here to support you. Again, there's this master course that I've created that is accessible to you. And you can sign up for our next training on how to overcome infidelity. My hope is for you to continue to be happily committed and to help you create a better relationship through the crisis that you are facing today. Wishing you only the best, and see you soon for more support.